Right. Okay. Here we go. So, yeah, so I had an issue with corpses and them being outside for everyone to see. And, well, one way of doing that could be just to designate a dump zone over some place no one will ever go, even some lava or something. Have people just haul all that shit whenever it gets produced. There is a slight downside to that, and that is people actually going and moving. And potentially, coming and grabbing them from quite far away. And, what if we can make the process more efficient? Well, this is what the fully self-reloading minecart thingy is supposed to be doing. Let me just get this to exactly 100 FPS. So this is a self-reloading, unpowered minecart shotgun, essentially. And it shotguns all the stuff over a magma pipe. And we'll see how it works in just a moment as they fill it up. So for now, let me just show you its settings. So it's set to kick south immediately when full, in 2 days when at least 75%, and just every 14 days in general. Just because there might be like a couple of skeletons or something that don't quite bring it up to the 25% threshold. But we still want to get rid of that crap. So let's see, what's it at now? It's at 46%. Hopefully there's enough to fill it, otherwise I'll have to change the settings manually. So yeah. I've almost cleared all of this stuff. Okay. So so we're at the 75% level. It gets kicked, goes, that regulates its speed so that it doesn't chuck its items randomly, and as you can see there, it shotgunned everything out. Well, yeah, actually, so it doesn't actually go into the lava, it actually just accumulates here. I already knew this, but I like to pretend that the dwarves actually don't know this, and that the dwarves just naively think it's all going in there. But it is all accumulating. And then it comes up here, impulse elevators. We love impulse elevators, and it comes exactly to a stop here. That is so satisfying. Actually, having this work after so many failed test runs where it would just end up here, or like end up falling back, or just there was one section where it just wouldn't make it through, like here. So these impulse ramps I found, like, I'm not sure exactly how to make them work reliably with constructed ramps, but I think I might have needed to get rid of the level above for them. If someone knows why they don't work reliably with constructed ramps, let me know. Or maybe it was just flying up here. No, because we constructed the roof so that it wouldn't, but it would just stop like here every single time. Even though I had like 3 impulse ramps, like that should always give it enough momentum to go all the way here, but I had to reroute it here. This spot was really painful, but basically, yeah. So I'll actually get to that end bit because this bit can be quite confusing. So Actually, first I'll explain why we need to actually regulate the speed here. So I found that when a minecart is going level and then down, and there's like a wall here, so it's like ramps and then level. If it's coming from here, it will actually dump all of its items because it collides with the ceiling, right? It collides with the block of the next tile's ceiling. And then it'll continue, but all the items will get dumped. And we don't want that because then everyone's going to go haul everything back to the stockpile and it's going to just, they're going to do it over and over and over again. So you actually have to regulate the speed when they're going level and then down. And then here it's fine. We don't have to do that because it's never accumulating enough velocity. But all this is just to line it up here. I actually only discovered this cavern layer, as you can see, while we're actually doing this. I'd managed to build all of this, do this, and it just happens to miss the cavern layer. Even though I found the other two cavern layers. It's funny. But yeah. So that's why we have to regulate the speed there at certain sections. And then, okay, so it'll come down here. And it'll go down, and then it'll collide here, I think. And then blast everything out this way. So, and then it'll fall here, and this is an impulse ramp, but it's not really an impulse ramp. It's not serving its purpose with it because it is falling from above. So it's just a regular ramp, and it falls, re-rails itself, and goes this way. These are impulse ramps because they're at the same level input as output, right? But this gives it a kick to get up here, another one to get it all the way across here, and the impulse elevators is just impulse ramp into up ramp, impulse ramp into up ramp, impulse ramp into up ramp, and we keep going, and then we just have to sort of make sure that we line it up. I had to find this. Luckily, there was a space here that could fit another impulse elevator. The reason these squares here are here is just so that we can actually designate a ramp coming down from here. Because in order to get this curve, you actually have to have it come from somewhere. And you do an L like that, and then you erase here. Or actually, you can do like that. You can click here, and erase here, and then go up, and then click here, erase here. And that was actually very easy to make into a macro to do that. And then, yeah, we go all the way up, and then here is the next painful bit. So, so I just had a bunch of impulse ramps here, and then there were more impulse ramps, and then I was just like, okay, let's overkill it and then reduce it every time it ends up here or here, right? Sometimes, you'd put a track stop that had too much friction and it would like get stuck, or it wouldn't quite make it up here and it would just lie down here. Luckily, there was this track stop right here that I needed to stop stuff falling out here. Again, speed regulation. I found that a second to highest level friction setting track stop here worked best. If this track stop wasn't here and I found it was working, it would actually have ended up in an infinite loop on that test run, and I would have had to like send someone in to get hit by it to stop it. Or just wait for a random cat. Actually, the cats were so annoying. I killed a cat with this. Well, no, a cat killed itself. I don't know why it was just deciding to hang out here. But yeah. Yeah, this took like ages. And then I had to set the correct friction here. So these are medium, and then this is one above medium. So high, but not highest. And yeah. I suppose we should see it go one more time because that is really fun to watch. Are people bringing this stuff? Sometimes you have to dump, designate, and undo. I think. Okay. Cool. So there was also like one other issue that it's that like forgotten beasts and unique creatures uh will typically not find their way into the minecart. People won't load them in. But the minecart is on all refuse settings, and you know this scale is a subset of that. So really, it should, but it doesn't. I'm not sure why it doesn't, but there isn't really much you can really do about that except for either just leave it here or dump it manually. Um, um, yeah, I'd rather not use my dump zones for actual trash removal because I use my dump zone to get the empty barrels out of my food minecart. Uh, oh, what the fuck? Oh, he just drank himself to death. Let's see. Oh no, these are the people who got hit by minecarts uh, while like deconstructing track and stuff. Anyways, let's see how full it is. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna get full up, so I'm just gonna have it kick off anyways. Be This is so fun to watch. I want to watch some of this stuff fall down. Yeah, it all falls down there. And then, where is it right now? There it is. Oh, that will never get old. Okay, someone's coming to kick that again. So let's just tell it not to. Who else is dying? What the fuck? 2 people drank themselves to death in like 2 minutes. How? And they're not fighting because these are from the minecarts. Yeah. Well, anyways, hope you enjoyed, and hopefully, I want more people to start incorporating minecart shotgun trash chutes because they are cool as shit, and you don't have to manually dump everything. Wait. No dwarfs. So actually, let's change the settings here. No dwarves. Although random ass body parts can go there. You have to. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Before I get carried away, thanks for watching.